your top stories this evening, sponsored by Corks, bringing value home. BM SOAT mocks Project Myra investigation, launches luxury car sale with Project Myra code. Explosive breach of discipline. How the drunken cop got access to AK-47. Consumers are reminded to know their rights during the busiest shopping season. APNU and ALP partner to clean up Broad Street community in crisis. And in sport, hosts the West Indies on the 19th, seals a series clinching win over England in youth ODI tourney. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm ALETHEA Grant with the Tuesday, 2nd December 2025 edition of the HGP Nightly News. Travis Chase will open tonight's broadcast with a report that a dealership at the center of Project Myra's scandal has mocked an ongoing international investigation with a Christmas luxury car sale advertisement.
As Project Myra continues to expose what investigators describe as a sprawling transnational network of vehicle theft, VIN tampering, and tax evasion, one company widely believed to be at the heart of the racket has now taken its response to a brazen new level. The company, never formally named in official reports, but widely recognized by the public, released a festive Christmas advertisement promoting a so-called luxury car big discount sale, complete with the slogan, "Any model and tag, we got the whole Guyana covered." The ad more so includes a promo labeled Myra, a direct reference to the very operation investigating the criminal scheme. The advertisement, now circulating across social media, has drawn international attention, with many accusing the company of mocking authorities, taunting investigators, and trivializing the experiences of dozens of victims who unknowingly purchased fraudulent, retagged, or illegally imported vehicles. Investigators close to Project Myra say the tagline, quote, "Any model, any tag," has raised eyebrows, given that VIN swapping is one of the central crimes under investigation. While the advertisement attempts humor, the company has repeatedly refused to answer key questions about its alleged role in the VIN tampering ring, the origin of the luxury vehicles in its inventory, and its relationship with individuals already implicated in the cross-border scheme. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
The Ministry of Home Affairs says rogue police ranks will face stiff consequences, yet more than a full day has passed since a Port Kaituma policeman went on a drunken, gun-waving rampage with an AK-47, and still no detailed word from the force on how such an explosive breach of discipline was even possible. Here again is Travis Chase.
The gun-waving rampage with an AK-47 incident unfolded just after midnight on Saturday in Port Kaituma, but the Guyana Police Force stayed publicly silent until late Sunday. In the footage, the visibly intoxicated rank is seen firing shots into the roadway while issuing threats as stunned residents looked on. The unanswered questions are piling up. How did the officer get access to an AK-47 while intoxicated? What exactly was recorded in the station diary? And why did it take more than 24 hours for the force to even acknowledge what happened? With the video widely circulated, many Guyanese are openly questioning the vetting and the psychological screening of recruits and how an armed rank in that state could be on duty in the first place. Efforts to reach regional commanders for clarity on the incident were unsuccessful. Their Partnership for National Unity is now condemning the officer's actions, calling the reckless discharge of a high-powered rifle yet another sign of deep disorder within the Guyana Police Force. The party says the episode highlights a collapse in discipline, alleging that years of political interference and poor leadership have allowed misconduct to fester. They insist This is not just about one rogue cop, but a system that has failed to properly train, supervise, and psychologically assess ranks who are armed and deployed across the country. APNU is now demanding an independent review of the existing command structure and fitness standards for officers in regional divisions. The party further holds the Minister of Home Affairs and the Commissioner of Police responsible for what it calls a sharp decline in policing standards, and wants an immediate plan from both officials outlining how discipline, professionalism, and public trust will be restored. Up to the time of this report, the Guyana Police Force has not released critical details on what transpired before or after the shooting, or what actions were taken against the rank. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
The Competition and Consumer Affairs Commission is reminding consumers to ensure they receive value for money spent during the busiest shopping time of the year. Here is more.
All contracts and agreements should be thoroughly read and understood before signing.
That was Alison Parker, Communications Officer, Competition and Consumer Affairs Commission, reminding consumers that before making final purchase decisions, they should research their products or services to ensure it meets their requirements and that they receive value for every dollar spent by ensuring their rights are in line with the Consumer Affairs Act number 13 of 2011. Parker was addressing issues that may arise during the busier shopping season of the year.
You are entitled to return a good that you bought, but there are conditions for those returns. It must be in its original package, not used, not tampered with, and you have 7 days to return that item.
Parker is of the view that consumers should be aware that they can return items in the event they change their minds, or they have buyer's remorse, or the items does not serve the purpose for which it was bought. She reminded that receipts must accompany the item before returned.
In the case where you asked about the item is defective, this is where your warranty comes in and the importance of having a warranty. So that warranty allows you to take that item back to that supplier for them to either repair, replace, or refund.
She implores consumers to know their rights under the law during this time of increased consumer spending.
What we advise consumers to do is to ensure that you get no less than 6 months warranty when you buy it, especially those big ticket items.
Parker is reminding that once items have an issue, the supplier is bound under the law to facilitate the customer and not turn them away. She is also reminding that suppliers should refrain from displaying no refund signs or refuse to exchange items, since this is covered under the Consumer Affairs Act. She reminded that for the period January 2025 to date, 461 complaints were received, 281 has been resolved, and the remainder is currently being pursued. Consumers are reminded to call CCAC on telephone numbers 219-4410 or 219-4413, or WhatsApp them on 625-0557 for inquiries. Marvin Cato reporting for HGP Nightly News.
We have more news. Stay tuned.
I'm sorry. I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to Quartz and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and we're celebrating with big savings on smartphones, starting as low as $16,500 for the Samsung A06 and $26,500 for the Samsung A16 and $40,500 for the A26. But wait, there's more. Get 1 month free data with your new phone to keep you close to loved ones near and far. Offer available while stocks last. Visit a Digicel store today and unwrap the gift of real connections. Digicel.
Welcome back. You with the HGP Nightly News. Despite being known as the country with the fastest growing economy, some Guyanese continue to live in extreme poverty. The community of Broad Street in Charlestown is one such example, as residents live in deplorable conditions. Antonia Day visited the community and has this report.
Dr. Terence Campbell, parliamentary lead for the Partnership for National Unity, APNU, called on the ALETHEA government to join forces with the Georgetown Mayor and City Council to resolve the humanitarian crisis at the Broad Street squatting area. In a brief video, Dr. Campbell said he was on an outreach in the area when his attention was directed to the matter.
Immediately I was moved that we had to do something about what was clearly a disaster. So we decided we had to mobilize the Mayor and City Council with their trucks, C-Vans. We had to get a bobcat, and a bobcat was not enough. We even had to get an excavator.
According to the APNU parliamentary representative, there is a housing crisis compounding the garbage crisis.
This is a housing crisis, and giving these people land may not necessarily solve their problem. I think we have to move, as we consider housing in Guyana, giving people land is not the only answer. We got to be a little more imaginative about solving real problems, especially those afflicted by poverty.
Simona Brooms, leader of the Assembly for Liberty and Prosperity, commended the APNU delegation for setting the tone in the cleanup exercise. While expressing delight at being part of this initiative, Brooms noted that the government of the day should have been involved from the inception.
This program that you see happening here, for me, this is what the government should be doing, but nevertheless, we are here.
Brooms noted that the area was able to witness significant transformation due to collaborative efforts of both the APNU and ALP. Nightly News visited the location on Tuesday and noticed that a place with sand-filled and several wooden structures were erected. The garbage was also placed in a skip bin as well as a compactor. Nightly News observed several homes which were also in a deplorable state. The drains were also clogged and stagnant. Antonia Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
The We Invest in Nationhood political party has written to the CARICOM Secretary General seeking her assistance in addressing the Speaker of the National Assembly's inability to convene a meeting to elect a Speaker of the House. In a letter to the Secretary General, Wynne is seeking the regional body's help to encourage the Speaker to do the right thing. Marvin Cato reports.
The We Invest in Nationhood Wynne political party is requesting CARICOM's urgent and immediate intervention to prevail upon the government of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana to stop blocking the constitutional process and enable the election of the leader of the opposition, which has been improperly delayed. The party says it sees CARICOM as a catalyst for positive change and is calling on the Secretary General for the following intervention in light of the continued delay in the election of the opposition leader. They are urgently requesting of CARICOM that the Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Mansour Nadir, convene a meeting to elect the leader of the opposition. They have asked that CARICOM exercise their expertise and support in strengthening Guyana's institutional frameworks, ensuring that the rights and responsibilities of the opposition, as enshrined in our Constitution, are fully respected and operationalized for the benefit of good governance. This can only be reestablished with the election of Guyana's leader of the opposition. The party encouraged and support the adoption of a binding code of ethical political conduct brokered by CARICOM, to which all major political parties in Guyana would commit, fostering a culture of respect, tolerance, and issue-based politics, the party noted. It went on to say that CARICOM has a proud history of upholding democratic principles and mediating conflicts within our region. Their successful role in ensuring a peaceful transition of government in Guyana following the 2020 election stands as a testament to the trust and credibility the community commands. That same spirit of guardianship is desperately needed now, not to adjudicate an election, but to help heal a nation by ensuring the election of Guyana's leader of the opposition. The party says it is now at a crossroads since the current path will lead to deepened division and squandered potential. The party is calling on CARICOM to fulfill its duty to protect democracy and to act decisively to ensure that Guyana does not go down the road of becoming an undemocratic nation within CARICOM. Marvin Cato reporting for HGP Nightly News.
Rene Burnett is contemplating counting his losses following floodwaters, which damaged his personal property valued at more than $500,000. Antonio Day visited and has that report.
Sir, good morning. Can you tell us what is the situation?
Good morning, sir. Yeah, the situation is that early in September, a few guys came, and when these guys, they came, they start digging the drain right opposite me. They leave a guy here to pump the water just for a week. That's in September. So the guy wasn't coming anymore. There's no pump here, and the water continued to flood my yard and my bottom flat. That's in September.
Rennie Burnett, a resident of 55 West Road, Sparendam, East Coast, Demerara, is currently requesting reimbursement for substantial losses he suffered as a result of flooding caused by construction of a culvert. Floodwaters began receding on November 7, 2025, when an NDC councillor and local vendors asked a Chinese contractor to remove sandbags due to an inadequate pump. In a letter to the Ministry of Public Works, the frustrated young man, who is also a taxi driver, noted that the contractor inadvertently damaged the fence while removing a temporary structure, and several attempts to have the situation rectified proved futile.
I went into local government before the flooding. I went into the NDC before the flooding. After the flooding, I head into public works. All of my things have damaged up. That morning when my downstairs flood, I actually cried because I worked very hard for my things.
Furniture, a refrigerator, gas stove, and other amenities were also damaged as a result of the flooding. Burnett noted that he submitted photographic evidence of the damages and was advised to compile an itemized list of affected assets, but to date has not received any word from any official in authority. The frustrated man lamented that because Christmas is quickly approaching, he had to use the majority of his savings to replace a number of damaged items.
And spend a day waiting for Kwame Mackay at Freedom House because I see him. It was so much pushing around. I even called the contractor so much time. And then to know that this was the damages, and it actually threw me off from my job.
He promised to take legal action if there is no headway in the matter.
So viewers, there you have heard the story of Mr. Rennie Burnett, who is seeking earnest assistance as his property and his personal items, including his appliances, has been destroyed. I'm Antonio Day, reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned, we have more news ahead.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to courts and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Courts, bringing Christmas home.
Welcome back. You with the HGP Nightly News. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony says government is moving to secure a major breakthrough in HIV prevention and injectable drug that could significantly reduce new infections. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
With 449 new HIV cases recorded in 2024 alone, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony says government is working to acquire lenacapavir, a groundbreaking medication that prevents HIV infection, with just 2 injections per year.
There's a new drug that is on the market that we are working to see whether we will be able to get it, and that's lenacapavir. Now, lenacapavir is an injection, and you take it, and for 6 months you don't need to take anything, you're protected.
Dr. Anthony explained that the drug remains costly. Treatment in the United States is around $25,000, but the price is expected to drop once the patent expires within the next 1 to 2 years. He noted that Guyana hopes to access the medication at a more affordable rate once this happens.
A lot of people have said that this can be a game changer in terms of HIV care, and so we are working with our partners to see how we can access that medication.
The minister stressed that once lenacapavir becomes available locally, it will be provided free of cost to patients. Dr. Anthony also highlighted that while many persons know their HIV status, a significant number do not seek treatment despite the availability of free services, that the ministry say remains a challenge.
So there's still a percentage that we need to work on to make sure that everybody who knows their status and they're positive, that they come for treatment, and we have the treatment available for them. And those who are on treatment, we want to make sure that they're virally suppressed.
He said the ministry has systems in place for persons who believe their lifestyle may put them at risk.
Come in to the ministry because we have something called PrEP. That's pre-exposure prophylaxis. So we'll treat you before, and if perchance you have relationship with somebody who is positive for HIV, then by using this PrEP, it would prevent you from getting infected.
Tiana Ko reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Meanwhile, Guyana's health sector is set for a major digital transformation as the Ministry of Health officially launches its new digital health training program. Here again is Tiana Cole.
The Ministry of Health on Tuesday launched its $5 million digital health training program, which will train close to 300 persons over the next 3 years, beginning with an inaugural cohort of 60 students. Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony said the initiative is central to the ministry's vision of building a fully connected, data-driven, patient-centered health system, ensuring equitable access across all regions.
But to do that, we have to make sure that we are in every region in Guyana, and every one of our facilities will be connected.
He also announced that graduates of the program will be offered permanent positions within the Ministry of Health.
This project is going to take care of them for the first 3 years, and then the ministry is going to bring them in the ministry's employ, and they become permanent employees of the ministry.
Executive Director of Mount Sinai Guyana, Dr. Rachel Vreeman, emphasized that Tuesday's launch marks the start of a bold, transformative movement for the country's health sector aimed at building a world-class system and expanding access to modern, high-quality services.
This is a critical part of how Guyana will build a world-class healthcare system. This is part of how every Guyanese person will gain access to modern, high-quality services.
Also addressing the event was Alistair Routledge, president of EXXONMOBIL Guyana Limited, speaking on behalf of the Greater Guyana Initiative, which is committed to supporting sustainable national development.
And it's a $20 billion Guyana commitment, a fund set up to, over approximately 10 years, support that sustainable development in the country. It's about building capacity, it's about improving communities, and it's about helping on healthcare.
He noted that EXXONMOBIL is investing in a 3-year program to support the Digital Health Institute, enabling participation from students across all 10 regions.
We're really excited. We're going to invest in a 3-year program to support the Digital Health Training Institute, and I understand around 250 students from all over the 10 regions of Guyana will participate in this training, so that throughout the healthcare system in the country, the digital systems will be able to be implemented and supported.
Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for regional news.
Christmas runs on real connections with Digicel. The calls, the laughter, the joy, and the chance to pick and win big. We're giving away $12 million. Yes, every week, one lucky Digicel customer gets a chance to win up to $2 million. 6 lucky winners in total. Here's how you get in. Top up with $1,000 or more, or pay your fiber or postpaid bill in full. The more you top up, the more chances you get. Stay connected this Christmas for your chance to win big. Digicel.
Fruta full of Say hello to your new favorite sip, Fruta Mango Passion. This tropical combo of mango and passion fruit delivers a bold flavor and wholesome goodness. It's fruity, it's vibrant, and it fits right into your day. Grab your Mango Passion can today and live fruitfully. Fruta.
Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. I'm Antonio Day. Starting off with some news in Haiti. Haiti moved towards holding presidential elections since 2016 after the country's transitional government adopted the long-awaited electoral law that political commentators say will set in motion the process for restoring democratic rule in the French-speaking Caribbean country. Frenel Joseph, one of the 2 observers of the Transitional Presidential Council, in a post on the social platform X on Monday, said that the adoption of the law by the panel and council of ministers marks a decisive turning point in the transition. The 9-member TPC, established in April 2024 to govern Haiti until new elections are held, has its main responsibility, appointing a prime minister, forming a government, and guiding the country toward elections, which are currently scheduled for February 2026. The council was created in response to a political vacuum and surge in gang violence, and it is tasked with improving security and restoring order. Over to news in Jamaica. The Jamaica Constabulary Force on Monday issued an urgent advisory to the public regarding what it described as a fraudulent scheme targeting individuals who have sold or are planning to sell their motor vehicles. In a statement, the JCF said that criminals are reportedly contacting vehicle sellers via telephone, pretending to be police officers, and claiming that the vehicles they sold are stolen property. Quoting, under the pretense of helping the sellers avoid prosecution or reimbursing the supposed buyer, these scammers demand immediate cash payments from the sellers. Additionally, the scammers enlist unsuspected ride-share drivers to collect cash from victims and transport the funds to various drop-off locations. The JCF said, it is urging citizens to remain vigilant and follow safety guidelines. They are urged to not pay money to individuals making such demands over the phone, remembering that no legitimate police operation involves collecting money from citizens to settle criminal matters or reimburse third parties. And finally, with some international news. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro on Monday said that he swears absolute loyalty to the Venezuelan people amid mounting tensions with the administration of the U.S. President Donald Trump. Maduro, ringed by other top officials, spoke to a crowd outside the presidential palace after the government called a march to swear in new local party leaders for the ruling PSUV. Tensions between the two countries, including U.S. strikes against alleged drug smuggling boats in the Caribbean, repeated threats by Trump to extend military operations to land and designation of Cartel de las Soles, a group the Trump administration says includes Maduro as a foreign terrorist organization, have been escalating for months. Maduro denies any criminal activities. That has brought us to the end of Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. I am Antonio Day. Goodbye for now and be safe.
Now let's join Darwin Neblet for HGP's Sports Pulse.
Good evening, Guyana. I'm Delwyn Neblet with your HGP TV Sports Pulse for today, Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. We begin tonight with football. Action concluded in the 2025 Republic Bank Under-18 Schools Football Tournament with 4 fixtures at the Ministry of Education ground on Sunday. In the first match, Abram Zoo Secondary defeated President's College 2-0 on the back of goals from Daniel Bunbury and Jaden Evans. Match number 2 was a 3-2 victory for the 3 Miles Secondary over South Bramville Secondary as Durrell Washington, Joshua James, and LeBron Mendonça each scored once in a winning effort. Match number 3 was another commanding 3-0 victory for the champions Chase Academic Foundation over Dolphin Secondary on the back of goals from the captain Brian Wharton, Isaiah Eiffel, and Shaquan David. The final match was also a dominant 5-1 victory for West Rhineville Secondary over Charlestown Secondary as Jeremiah Griffith produced a dazzling hat-trick, Donovan Welcome netted a double, and Delon Philadelphia scored once in a winning effort. Charlestown's Camby D'Angelo scored once in a losing effort. Chase Academic Foundation have once again been crowned league champions as the captain Brian Wharton finished with the most goals in the tournament and Shaquan David was recognized as the tournament's MVP. Moving into badminton, action concluded on Saturday in the Massey Distribution Sol Guyana National Sports Commission and the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports sponsored Gokon Ramdani Memorial Badminton Tournament at the National Gymnasium on Mandela Avenue. The tournament produced remarkable performances across various categories. In the under-23 singles events, Frank Waddell won the men's crown while Mishka Bihari emerged as the women's champion. Bihari also partnered with LaShanti Berkeley to win the women's doubles title. In the mixed doubles final, Akili Haynes and Asia Eastman claimed victory, while Nkosi Beaton and Daniel Tan pulled off a major upset in the men's doubles final to defeat Akili Haynes and Tyrese Jeffrey 2-1. Into cricket, the Lusignan Cricket Club held their annual award ceremony at the Lusignan Sports Club on the east coast of Demerara on Saturday. Honoring outstanding performances both on and off the field over the past year, the evening's proceedings were highlighted by feature presentations from President of the Guyana Cricket Board, Mr. Bisunde Al Singh, and the Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, the Honorable Charles Ramsden Jr. The Honorable Minister also saw the occasion as a fitting opportunity to make a presentation of a brand new auto roller to assist the Lusignan curators during match preparation. More in cricket, the Guyana Police Force Officers Cricket Team on Monday, December 1st, 2025, presented cricket gear to Lance Corporal Sharika Campbell, who is currently representing the Berbice Senior Women's Team in the ongoing Guyana Cricket Board 50 Overs Inter-County Tournament. Lance Corporal Campbell, who is stationed at the Police Communications Branch, is a product of the Guyana Police Cricket Club and also a member of the Rose Hall Cricket Club. She's an accomplished all-rounder, an opening batter and medium-pace bowler whose progress continues to highlight the talent emerging from within the force. The presentation was made by Deputy Commissioner of Administration, Mr. Vindradat Budaram, captain of the Police Officers Cricket Team, who was accompanied by Senior Superintendent Jermaine Johnson, Officer in charge of Information Technology and Communications, Superintendent Ronald Ali, second in command of the Tactical Services Unit and Vice Captain of the Officers Cricket Team, and Sports Development Officer, Mr. Colin Boyce. During the engagement, Deputy Commissioner Budaram congratulated Lance Corporal Campbell on behalf of the Guyana Police Force and reaffirmed the organization's strong support for its sportsmen and women, noting that their dedication and achievement helps build the pride and the discipline across the force. And finally, in cricket, the West Indies Under-19 boys secured a series clinching victory in the 6th ODI at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium in St. George's on Saturday. Winning the toss and batting first, England were bowled out for 221 in 47.5 overs. Captain Farhan Ahmed top scored with 54 from 76, and Isaac Mohammed added 45 from 57 as Guyanese Jonathan Van Lang picked up 4 for 35 from 4.5 overs. When the Windies responded, they reached 222 for 6 on the back of a remarkable century from Captain Joshua Dorn, who remained unbeaten on 102 from 101 deliveries. Kunal Tilokani played well for 49 as Guyana's Shamor Apple was only able to score 1 run on his youth ODI debut. That's it for this edition of the HGP TV Sports Pulse. I'm Delwyn Neblet reminding you to stay in the game.
BM SOAT mocks a Project Myra investigation, launches luxury car sale with Project Myra Code. Explosive breach of discipline. How did drunken cop got access to AK-47? Consumers reminded to know their rights during the busiest shopping season. APNU and ALP partner to clean up Broad Street, a community in crisis. And in sport, hosts the West Indies Under-19 seals a series clinching win over England in youth ODI tourney. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm ALETHEA Grant. Thanks for watching.